Well. Hello. How's it going? Good effort. All right. That's fun. So an idea that I've got is when we go to the break screen, it was not fair that there were words you could obviously have in other languages. Because, like, I saw French words. Maybe you could do, if I have like a VPN and set my location to French, would it work in French? I'll have to look into it. But the idea I'm thinking is like having FFbot as a column, because that FFbot really functions as like a column game. I mean, I can show you how the aesthetic is. Hello, mate. Hello, body, mate. So it functions aesthetically like this. Yep. So this is a column, and then all of the commands are functioning through channel points. So I think at some point, yeah, you just pray and spray and pray. So this would be like a column, right? And then you have words on stream, for example's sake. Like that's like a rectangle in the corner, right? So you've got your column, and then beside it you can have that, and then you can have this lurk bait thing where you have like okay, so it's literally like that is just a pop-up. So you have that in the bottom right, and then you've just got a whole series of fun little games. Fun little triple of games during break time. Or maybe you vote in a game or whatever. But irrespective, I think like a scene per. And then one that's got two, one that's got both. Things like that. But anyway, obviously, I mean, the aesthetic. I need to sort out the one with the timer, because the timer is designed to be big and in the middle, and I was like, oh, we'll see. What? Hello, Jimbo. Man, thank you so much for 97 months. My dude, he's crazy. Hardcore commit. Tier 3 for so long. Unbelievable. Such a kind human being. How you doing? It's good to see you, man. All right, let's get the FF6 action going. What's up, Len Courier? Well, that's the idea is to have there we go. A nice dynamic interactive starty start. But yeah, doing well. Oh, got a fair amount done today. Tenerife, man, what a great location. Low with the cold, that's no good. Like a tropical flu. It's obviously not good. All right, so I think this one I might run along with the VOD today, tomorrow, just to get everything locked in and sorted. Yeah, doing well. So we had a big blow up this week in school that we've put a massive fight against. So waiting to hear on that to see how that's gonna play out. Don't know whether it's going to be... I mean, it's likely not to be until Monday when we find out. But someone was trying... Or no, it was... I don't know. How do we phrase this? Someone was making very fast decisions and not informing a lot of people. But yeah, we went on like a big offensive. So basically, there was a decision that was made on... If not Tuesday, definitely Wednesday. And I found out Wednesday afternoon, and the parents were told like an hour or two after then. And there was no like, this is what you can do about this, or would you like to, you know, thing, or let's put a plan together. It was like, nope. So then it was like, all right, and then I had a meeting Thursday, and it was like, this is going to be closing this is going to be closed at the end of Friday. So we basically had 24-hour turnaround to make something happen, which naturally we did. But then someone started putting a wrench, spanner in the cog, wrench in the machine, whatever that expression is. Oh, spanner in the works? Is that what we call it? That sounds familiar. And not happy about it. So it's been called, but we'll see. Let's have a gander. It's also my youngest nephew's birthday today. What is that animal? I think they were at a zoo or petting thing today. Very cool. All right. Shall we video game? Okay, so... set memory, all fine. Good. Two guards. Bioblast and run. Yep. Two guards and Lobo. Fire Bioblast. Ooh, I don't know what Dragon's Den is. So I couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is here are all the bosses. Get ready for a 2-message command. Here you go. Just in case you were curious. Right, 2 guard, 2 Vomammoth. Cool. And then, well. Oh, wow. We got like. Blade. Yeah, it's just. What's his name? Duncan Bannatyne. And it's not Peter Gabriel, but whatever his name is. Oh, Bioblast heals him. Of course it heals him. Why would it not heal him? Do I have anything else? It's like multi-target? No? I don't know what Confuser does. I imagine confuses them. Okay, yeah, that's not very good. Okay, we'll just attack missile them. So we do. I mean, so Atma weapon is the like Shinryu super boss type thing in this one. So the second, the Atma is in the final dungeon. These might not be in the right order, but there's an Atma in the final dungeon we do. Don't know about a Kaiser Dragon. Right, okay. Well, in that case... Ooh. Ah, here we go. Welk. Whoa. Tech missile, heal. Tech missile. Beam the shell. Tech missile beam if necessary. Got him. Very cool. Yeah, I shall. Oh, I'd need to get a copy of the GBA version. Easy enough. Alright, so we are getting level 6 still. But yeah, I will need to like figure some stuff. Because for some reason I've got Symphony of the Night and FF4 at NSG. I haven't played Soten in quite a while, and that event's really soon. Really weird that we don't get the sleeping bag here. Well, maybe it's not really weird, but we definitely get it at any percent. Actually, I'm just going to check the VOD. So I'm going to just cross over a couple of things just to see, because I'm curious. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, so basically the last time, going through was to... just get through the route. Now it's... time to actually write down what the strats are. It's most, like, end game is basically all Jokerdom or Vanishdom, Vanish X Zone, which is awesome. Super fun. Lock Z. Would you like to know more? Wait. I don't switch. We just go. I think? I don't really remember. Which of course means, no, I know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. No problem. Easy peasy. Right. Marshall and Lobo. Hoorah. Wait. Nope. I was meant to change. I knew I was meant to switch. Like my brain was crying out for me to switch. I say that. It wasn't. It is now. There we go. Right. I'll unequip. I hate that you have to be in the item menu to do the equips. Or you have to be in your, like, you have to unequip from the weapon and armor slot. Cool. All good. And then next up is the M-Tech armor. Oh. FIFA. Hey? Okay. Ready. What a handsome fellow. Yeah. Come on, Brian. You know where to go. You've played this game before. So, Jim, are you back to work on Monday then? So I guess, I mean, I'll count NSG as a holiday. Nice long weekend in Norway. Be nice to go there again. So yeah, during the Easter holiday, so that's next week, which is actually wild to think. That's when it starts. So a couple of things are happening. So on the Tuesday, I'm in school for extra revision session. So I will be spending like just the day and work on Tuesday. Then Thursday, I'm flying to Norway for NSG. And I'll get back. Sorry, just let me check the vault on this. I mean, there's only one way to do the fight, but just for completion's sake. So yeah, NSG until Monday. I think I get back Monday evening. All right, cool. Then. Good. Cool. Got that fight. And then that Thursday, no, let me get my dates right. Friday, I'm doing charity stream for Gamers Outreach. So I'll throw another classic FF9 all bosses with all the extras, which will probably be, that'll be over 2 days. That'll be the Friday and Saturday. So I think to balance that all out, I think outside of NSG charity stream and potentially doing the 8 no junction run that I owe, and I really owe, that's it'll likely be those 3 things for those 2 weeks, so that I can get stuff done for school around that. So I was like, I could have done the charity stream earlier in the week, like straight after NSG, and then done work at the weekend. But then it's like people will be available to watch at the weekend, but I don't want to have it on Sunday. So I can do D&D, and I can also make sure I'm ready for school. So I was like, right, well, if I do Friday, Saturday for the charity stream, that makes sense. But then the earlier days in the week, I'll be doing schoolwork. My mom and dad are also coming over in the first week. So yeah. Yep. So yeah, it's NSG Marathon, like twitch.tv/NSG Marathon is where you can find that. It will also be streamed to YouTube. I'm not entirely sure what the YouTube channel is, though. But yeah, that also. Very cool. But that should be super fun. Then I do have another potential charity stream at the end of May, which will be the next holiday. So that'll be the June half term. Sleeping bags, 3 sprint shoes. Going back row. Terra sprint shoes. Chocobo? I assume we get a chocobo, because why would we not get a chocobo? It just makes sense. It's only logical. Edgar, Atlas Armlet. Next thing in the notes is Vargas. Let's do we heal. So that's all in the near future. Then the next thing will be summer holidays. And then summer holidays will be figuring out when the race with Zero is going to be. So I actually break up for Christmas. Sorry, for Christmas. For summer on like the 18th of July or something. It's like really early this year. So I feel like no, what that will mean is that we go back early or whatever, which is what that always means. But so hopefully we'll get that Final Fantasy Fortnite with Zero, which is like that's kind of what this is all for. So the all bosses that I've been doing for the last however many weeks now has all been geared towards the race against Zero. What's up, Aura? Imagine, I don't know. I mean, I don't often come here, but I guess it's just the right time. How have you been? Huh. Trust you are saving the world one science at a time. Yeah, I mean, there are like a bunch of people that I used to speak to all the time that I feel like I haven't spoken to in months. But then there are some people who I really haven't seen. Or hadn't seen, maybe it's more accurate, who I feel like I've spoken to way more. Like particularly like people from BSG. I feel like I've gotten much friendlier with a lot of BSG folks over the last year, which is awesome and I love. Yeah, we just auto crossbow the M-Techs. Man, he got the damage roll. What a hero. All right, Vargas. Vargas is just Vargas. So it's the fight. It is odd to me that there's no menu before Vargas. Although, again, different route and whatever. All right. Let's smash some plates. I have also, depending on how you look at it, I have potentially made some extravagant purchases. I don't know. Would I say extravagant, actually? Yes. I have made some choices. Left, right. Oh, yeah. Cool. There's Vargas. Easy peasy. And then the next is Turner's Highlight. Well, that's another one. So like Leo said, I need to go to a speed-on. What I would really like to do, whether or not it's oops. Oh wait, we could just do Aura Blast, it's whatever. Whether it's going to be possible, I would really like to do a run at speed-ons. And I would want to do it all in French, like authentically. But I don't know how much time it would take for me to get that down, because I am so like there's so much that I would need to learn to do that. Like realistically, I probably wouldn't be able to write the commentary, so I could do it in English and have someone translate it into French. But I think that would be awesome. I think that would be really, really fun and really cool. trying to publish some of your work as a first name author. Huge. Are you self-publishing or are you traditionally publishing? I actually don't really know, like, how does it work in Bavaria? Because like in the UK, certainly for novels, I don't know about academic literature, but it seems to be that self-publishing is becoming more and more popular for authors. So Phoenix Down, let's see if I can get this right. So so we on the Air Lancet, the Phoenix Down, the True Night, Antidote Tincture, and then in here there's a secret to the White Cape. Good. Excellent. Really, really good. Yeah, it's just one of those ones where like I feel like I just don't know how that actually works. In the world of academia, because I haven't published anything naturally. Do I have anything to say that would be published? I don't know. Oh, do we go? I think is it Savin first and then? Or do I go outside first? I think I go outside. I'm going to go outside straight away before speaking to Savin. And see. I think it'd be really difficult to, like, in the world of music, what's not been said? Okay, so yeah, we do have to do, let's try just Savin. Okay. So yeah. Savin then Edgar. Closely with supervisors, published many ecology papers in the past. Greatly. Wonderful. Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't had like a mentor type figure in a couple of years. Yeah, but the last like trust I was at for school, 100%. Felt like a mentor to me. It's a really tricky one. So some things can be really hard to come across as, shall we say, humble, where it would be like, the last place I was at, there weren't really colleagues who were challenging as far as knowledge went. So I wasn't like being challenged academically by colleagues. So it was all like seeking your own professional development and stuff like that. And then we had like one training day where like the executive director was in, and we like had a huge back and forth dialogue, and it was really powerful. And I was like, it was very is liberating the word to have that, like someone who knows more than you and can tell you why things could be different or whatever. That was really cool. But that's you. It can be easy to forget what that's like if you're not used. What? My guys didn't run. Okay, it was my fault. Let me play this fight slightly differently. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm so he just won't run. That's so interesting. Yeah, I generally will oops, I wasn't paying attention. When I'm not doing like timed runs and whatever, I'll generally just run my 14 playlist. I can have a look though. I am running it, I believe, in alphabetical order, so it'll probably be Endwalker. Bannon just doesn't want to go. It is Amaro Mount. I don't know. Actually, I have no idea where that's from. But that's the music. The soundtrack did a thing? What did they do with FF14 music? Or did just 14 do a thing? I'm interested in this. Ah, yes. It is a meal you shall wish to enjoy tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. Oh, Roses of May, presumably for the FF9 Memoria thing. When is that the next expansion, or when's the FF9 bit? I just know of it, but I don't really know when. Oh, so has it just been? It's just been announced that the next thing will be Final Fantasy IX, rather than all the deets. But very cool. Maybe that one won't get copyright struck. Ha 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 ha. Front row Edgar. Heal. And Ultros 1. Oh, okay, so it's all on its way. Robot Beatrix. Well, of course, it'll be some sort of time traveling. Actually, I have no idea what they're going to do. Alright, so let me check the Vargas fight. I imagine it's just normal stuff. Can't really do much with the Vargas fight, I guess. You just hit him with all the things. Though I imagine you can do the AI manip stuff and just rock and roll. Alright, cool. Right, ulti. Yeah, I need to do some raids so I have a better understanding and appreciation of how it all works. And what it all means. Shall we review it? All right. Recollection theme, Roses of May, Dawn Trail. Final Fantasy 14 soundtrack. All right. Blindfold SM64 2 French commentators. Awesome. So I know you can, like, I know you can do it. Like, I know there's some speedrun events where they like part of the rules are you're only allowed to not necessarily like speak, but you're only allowed to commentate, and the run should only have commentary in the native language. But just personally, I would like to do that. So this to me, okay. So the intro, not very, like, it's just typical, very Final Fantasy 14. You know, like minor 1 to flat minor 2 or whatever. It's just dramatic and suspenseful. But this, that's very Final Fantasy 9. That's very piratey. Bam, boom, pop, 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 pop. Very, very cool. Okay, they've kept the chords the same. Very nice, very nice. There's another thing. It's very Final Fantasy 14, which is excellent and done very well. There's like a nice, so it sounds very I'm about to say it sounds very horny, but French horn is what I mean by that. And then there's this really not, like, there's a thing that 14 does often, which is on the, it's in 6.8 or 12.8, I don't know what. But on the either on the 2 or on the 3 if you're counting in 4. Where there's a night, like, just this zhong, and that's on the troms, the trombones. Okay, so obviously classic choir come in. We would transition from the horns to the strings. Okay, yeah, that's just fine. You do an emphasis thing where you don't land on the 1, you land on the 2, which is cool. So yeah, trumpet melody, and then lovely little antiphony or question and answer or imitation. Actually, imitation's the word. Scrap the last 2 things I said. Antiphony works, but imitation from the trumpet on the horn, and then the orchestra landing on the 2. Lots of low brass. Lots of low brass. Sure, why not? Fluency flutes. Okay, yeah, this is another very Final Fantasy thing where you have the harp accompanying with strings. Lovely arpeggiated harp. Oh, hello. Now, this is a thing that's happening in a lot of modern Final Fantasy. I think 14's been doing it forever anyway, where you've got your theme, and then you introduce a new B section that's not in not from the original game. They did this in Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I think they did it quite badly in 7 Remake. Now, the only reason I think that is because the originals were very complete, and it didn't feel like there was a purpose behind it. Whereas in 14, because you're doing raids and the fights are more substantive, I feel like there's more space to introduce other musical elements. Maybe I'll change my mind on it. Like maybe this isn't why they're doing it. And it was like they wanted to have this idea of it's a new game or a new version or whatever. So we're going to, rearrange the music. But I didn't like how it was done in 7. Okay. Timpani solo directly from FF8. Lovely. So you've got an established melodic motif in the low strings that then gets developed. Yeah, some dissonant horns. Lovely. Accented by the snare and percussion. Very good. So I don't remember what part of FF9 or whatever, but like this element of like taking that melody, changing the harmonic accompaniment to it. Yep. All right, so this is a musical device we call augmentation, where you double the length of the notes. So again, typically this is done for some sort of emphasis. Yes, chromatic choir. Good, good, good. Oh, yes, a little Scotch snap in there. Very nice. Yeah, yeah. Ah, yes, of course. Wouldn't be... I don't even know. Why are they using a circle? This is a very, very like Baroque device. Bum, 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 bum. Very cool. This chord progression is used in 1,000 different pieces, but very, very cool. Yeah, and a nice, like accentuated, arpeggiated, stringy thing. Back to the introduction. I assume we just repeat now. So when I tested it, Skeleton Man, everything was in sync. So literally before stream, I restarted the PC. The camera was off. So I restarted the PC, put on the mixer, put on that. So I don't. But the thing is, I don't really know like what the answer is. So like for a normal stream of whatever amount of hours, then sure, but like if I'm gonna stream for 150 hours at New Year's, yeah, this is Roses of May Dawn Trail from 14. So I assume it's just the same music 3 times in a row. Oh, this is very neat. It is quite interesting to see a Robo Beatrix and like literally like aesthetic roses in the fight. Yeah, okay, so I think we've got it. We've heard it. It's a 2-minute theme. Bum 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 bum. It's a really spanky timpani. God, I bet the strings loved playing this. All right, cool. Right, what was the other one? Ride the Rhythm. Arcadian Floor 5 theme, Ride the Rhythm. What in the goodness is this? Who is this? This is Zeri from League of Legends. The dude with the bunny ears. All right, hit me with it. 4 on the floor. 16s. On the tambourine. Of course, he's called Dancing Green. That's good. That's good. Yeah. You need those long, luscious strings. You need that spanky bass line and those beautiful trumpet fanfares. Dude's got messed up feet. Dude's got messed up feet. Oh, yeah. Some nice octave bass. I can imagine this being in a Sonic game. Is that like a talk box? Or is it just one of the synth sounds that they have in the game? Don't need no snare when you got claps. That's an interesting mechanic. Okay. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I read that. Yes. Open, close, hi-hat all day, baby. Some nice muted trumpet. Yeah, that's neat. Like that. Like that. Very cool. What? Ulti. Wait, what? Yeah, I mean, that's like, it's a super neat thing. And, you know, someone is going to notice, someone's going to appreciate it. And, like, that's the thing. Wow. This fight went really wrong the other time I did it too. I don't get why. Let's see. Let's go over and see if I can figure this out. So... Turn it. Super weird. But whatever. So next up, Sabin scenario. Like it literally, like the whole thing that in the notes is get shadow. And that's it. No other instructions required. I guess you don't need anything else. Actually, wait, no, it goes in the Imperial base. Yeah, okay. I get it. Check what this thing's called. Kenzie Love. Oh. Oh. Right. Sprint shoes, battle speed 1. Nice, got the black belt. Huge. Fight! Fight like your life depends on it. For one day, it may. Yo, Queen! Oop. Nice. Got the big boy. Good fight. You're good. Poisson! No! Familia. Bom, bom, bom. I wonder if they'll ever do, because there was Sonic Orchestra not that long ago, and they do Distant Worlds for Final Fantasy. Who would be someone who would fund an Advance Wars orchestral experience? That college would do it, 100%. There'll be an Advance Wars fan at some music college, some conservatoire somewhere, and their passion project is to do an Advance Wars night. Someone would let them do it, surely. Wabi. Success. Funny Forest. Run away. Ghosts can do so much damage. Alright, cool. Here we go. Alright. See if I can remember what to do. So first we try and leave, then we just navigate. We don't get the... Do we get the ghost guy? Do we pick him up? Do we get our ghost friend? Oh, no worry, I shall. No escapade. Where was the extra Phoenix down that I forgot about? Oh, it's in there. Okay, I remember now. We get the extra Phoenix down in this. Get him, puppy. Earrings and Siegfried. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh wait, no. Do we go in here normally? This is where Siegfried is in. I think he's in the first room as well. How am I not talking to the chest? I can only talk to the chest from the bottom? Okay. I don't want to say that's dumb or anything, but it's a little dumb. What is in here to savor my bet? Don't know what's actually, but oh, just nice chill cabin. And that's the save, and then here. Left, right, check it all about. Wait, can I soup? I can't suplex as a frog! No! But I can't. I could. Green cherry gets rid of it. Yeah. I could green cherry. And the reason I can do this is I don't actually need the green cherry. Like, this isn't even technically a backup one. But like, we do use green cherries in the sketch stuff. So I didn't pick this up for a good reason, put it like that. But yeah, I'm just checking earlier in the run where we do the looting. Yeah. All right. The run is saved. All right, now I've got a backup if ever I get frogged. Suplex the tree. Pleasure as always. Couldn't imagine doing it any other way. All right. Earrings. Plaza Falls. No, this is my personal decision to beat Rizapass legit. The actual all bosses route as established does do the skip. Yeah, I just prefer. Like, actually, officially beating. It's not even official because mechanically. Anyway. Let's not even think about it. Because it'll just... It gets messy every time. It just gets messy. So I'm just tidying up things in my notes that you can't see on the screen. Just want to create some consistency. Even though these notes are like scatty as get out. Right, all good. Okay. Doing good, Eric. How are you? Hello, hello. Okay. Oh. How is that going? I sure am. I had a light stint doing some event planning in Sweden, but I've been back in the UK since August. So back in business, just in a slightly different location. I do. I did one last New Year's as well. So they are all still on the docket. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember how long the last one was. Probably like 156 hours or whatever. But yeah, it was another like massive change around of circumstance. So like I really didn't have much to any prep time going into that one. So that was just hopes and prayers again. No problem. But yeah, went really well. But it's, I mean, at this point, it really is. Going like relying on the experience. That's what carries by far. And having a method, I guess, to do it is probably what it's about, I would say. Not as much as I'd like. So right now, what I'm doing is prepping all bosses. So, yeah. So Zero Scar and I, this summer are going to race Final Fantasy 1 through 16 all bosses like we did last summer. We're hoping to make this a yearly occurrence. So I don't know if it's officially titled, but we'll say unofficially it's called Final Fantasy Fortnite. So I'm rooting all bosses for the original versions right now. So last summer we did do the same thing, but it was a little scuffed. It was very much flying by the seat of our pants. So what we were able to reasonably do, so one didn't have anything because we wanted to give that time from one to be able to get other incentives met. Two, we did all bosses. That was kind of wild. We didn't do Iron Giant, but we did everything else. No, did I do the extra dungeon or did Zero do the extra dungeon? I think Zero did extra stuff in 2 compared to me as well. 3, we did all bosses. 4, we did all bosses. 5, we did 4-job Fiesta. 6 was a really weird one. So because I only knew Sketch at the time, there was just no way I was going to be able to get the rest of the stuff done. It just wasn't really feasible. So we did 4 of the 8 legendary dragons. I know I didn't do floating continent. I don't know if I did Doomgears. I don't really remember. Like 6 was a bit of a... Ooh. 7, 8, 9, I know we did all bosses. 10, we did Nemesis. 12, Order of Ambrosia. 13, Plat%. And then we just did 15 normally because we agreed that all hunts would be a bit Plus, neither of us really know anything in 15 outside of any percent. And there are like 150 hunts. So that would have been us getting to the end of the game, getting Lucy ring, whatever the ring is. And then finding all the hunts and ring spam until we win. Which might be what we do this time anyway. But the idea is this time is to be prepared. So I've now routed 1 through 4 all bosses because I don't think there ever was one for the original version. So I've now done that. 5 were skipped under the assumption that we do 4-job Fiesta again, which I think is what we will do. 6 already has an all bosses route, which is amazing. So the Savin's done that. So I've literally ripped his notes, or I've ripped public notes anyway. And I've used his run as a reference. Can't find any other runs of all bosses other than the Sabin. And the 604 is from 8 years ago. So there may well be things that can be done and improved and whatever with the route. Don't actually know is the honest truth because it doesn't seem like the fights could be done really any differently. But also in my best interest to get the routes that are established and use that as a base point because it's already there. And then, you know, like it's the end of March and the race is going to be in July. So it's not like there's infinite time to route all, like every single category. So fortunately, once we get to 7 all bosses is already established. 8 all bosses is established. 9 all bosses is established. 10 Nemesis is established. 12 Order of Ambrosia is established. 13 Plat% established. 15 all hunts. Even though there isn't a category on speedrun.com, there are runs available. So it's already established. 16 all hunts, I don't think has been done. Now, people will have done all hunts, but there's no speedrun route for it. But also, seeing as 16 will be the last game of the marathon. I don't know if we've spoken about it, but I'm quite happy for the last for 16 just to be just a free for all. You know, and yeah, shoot you absolutely. Let's both do all hunts, but we don't need a route for it. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. But that will be the all bosses race is different from the New Year's marathon. So that is a really nice. It's 12 hours on, 12 hours off. There's no way that there's no way either of us would be doing all bosses as per how I do it. And I don't know. I've not spoken to Zero about it, but I don't imagine he has any interest of doing my style of New Year's marathon. Like when we raced last year and we did 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. every day, it was it felt amazing. Like I had so much energy the next day. Like, because it was weird because it felt like doing the New Year's marathon where it was like racing the games and all that, but just every day was fresh and felt normal. It was cool. I really liked it. 12 on 12 off is a great model for I guess, a sustained event. I think. And yeah, and the thing is, so let's see. I'm currently on my VOD channel uploading. So it took, so last summer, it took me 196 hours to do all of that. And keeping in mind that we also had an incentive for me to do 14 and 0 to do World of Final Fantasy 12 TZA and 13-2, I think. Maybe 13, maybe Lightning Returns as well, I'm not sure. But like we had extra games and stuff like that. I don't know. So the model that we're working off is to do like a sincere race. Now I've run Remake one time and wasn't a huge fan of it, but irrespective of that, like if I had done the rub, I don't think we'll even be thinking about that because there's so much already. There's so much already to do. Between now and summer. I don't think even if we wanted to, it would be possible. I just don't think there's enough time to make it happen. But lots of people ask about, you know, are you going to do Remake instead of 7? I'm like, why? Just like in my head, I'm just like, why is there such a desire from people for Remake instead of original 7? Like, I get the idea of doing 7 Remake or 7 Rebirth, 100%, no issue with that. But it's the people who are like, will you do Remake instead of? And I'm like, why? Why instead of? But anyway, yeah. Now, Remake, there are lots of things that I didn't like. So, hang on, let me... Because I'm going to need to think. I was too late or too slow. It? Okay, and then we stay here. Okay. All right. Let me narrate for a while. Okay, so things in Remake that I didn't like. The spheres in the slums that played Final Fantasy X music. The music generally I thought was worse than the original. Going through the bit between sector, was it like 6 and 7, like up to Wall Market, where you had like the hand puzzle that you had to do. Hated that. Train Graveyard was like a bit bloated. Didn't care about Rosh or the motorbike thing. Didn't care about the extra quest where we had to go and fight Scorpion Tails with Tifa. In the church, the mini game where you had to like swing in the rafters. Didn't care about that. Didn't care about swinging in chandeliers in HQ. Didn't care about all the extra puzzles in HQ, pulling out the little things and running along the edges. Some of the extra fights are really cool. The battle system, amazing. Loved that. Mechanically, I thought the game was excellent. Felt great to play. Didn't like how there were bits where you were forced to slow down to a walk instead of a run, presumably because of loading, but I don't have any proof of it. But that experience. Like, Motorball was awesome. Reno Rude, that stuff was awesome. The Rufus fight was awesome. There were lots of really cool things, lots of great fights. The Genova fight was excellent. There were lots of great things, and I'm not saying everything they added I didn't like, but there were areas that they changed or added mechanics to, or mini games. Oh, Wall Market. things in Wall Market were awesome. I hated the 4-minute scene where you had to watch the guy dance and whatever. Then having like a battle tournament in Wall Market was really weird. I didn't mind it. That was all right. I was fine with it. But I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I think I rated it 6 out of 10. Yeah, I think I rated it 6 out of 10. Now, when I saw the trailer for Rebirth, I was like, oh, I'm in. Like, Rebirth, I was at least twice as excited for Rebirth as I was for Remake. So this is an area that I do not know how to navigate, which is why I am floundering like mad. I haven't played Rebirth, so I don't actually have an opinion on it, but I'm like so certain this is not where the 3 guild chests are. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not this way. How do I get out of here? I guess I could just follow the VOD. Yeah, there are lots of things that we don't do in 90% that I need to learn for this. But I'm trying to, like, I've done it once, so my brain's trying to, like, fill in the gaps. So we definitely get the earrings first. Like, this isn't a door. Ooh. It's a corridor. Oh, dead end. Okay, great. Good to know. Maybe just up and out. Ah, yes. This is definitely where the money is. So 1,500, 1,000, 500. Then we go out, and then we go in. The second one, I think, is the one that Salas is in. Yes, yes, yes. Good news. All right, next we need to get the Hyper Wrist, Running Shoes, Phoenix Down, Elixir, and then die to the Magitech armor. I don't recognize anything. So if I were a room with treasure in it, where would I be? This feels very treasury. It also says to me that I've missed rooms because that's the elixir and I meant to have gotten Hyper Wrist, Running Shoes, and a Phoenix Down before. All right, let's see. Is there anything here? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, totally. Hyper Wrist. And then it's like a secret one here. There we go. Running Shoes. No, the Phoenix Down, I don't think is here. Where would the Phoenix Down be? There's probably some sort of... Oh, there we go. Let's see, it's coming back to me now. Loot the elixir, and then we need to fight Magtech armor. So I guess we just go outside and then... Wait. If I wanted to find... How would I... Oh. Yes! And then it takes us somewhere... Okay, not there. I'm not dressed as a merchant. Oh, is it down here? There we go. Then we die. We good. Revived somehow. And then we do the clip again. And then we're out. Note to self. Use your smoke bombs. They're there to be used. And I never used them. I had like 50 smoke bombs by the end of the last run because I just never used them. And my brain was just like so conditioned to the idea of, oh, they're a scarce resource. But you have like so many in this. Okay, well, preemptive, I don't need to. Thunder Rod on. Okay, here we go. Tunnel armor. We're using the Thunder Rod. Cool. And the notes literally say, Terra scenario, nothing. And then it's Kafka and ours. Great. Okay, cool. That's that. All right. And then, of course, note to self. Still have smoke bombs. Still can use them. I always forget my inventory carries over as well. It's another thing. No, this is actually different. I need to remind myself because we don't have to do anything extra here. We're not going to the cave and getting the weapons and stuff for Edgar. Edgardium Leviosa. We just book it out of here. So... Come on. It's not muscle memory. Come on, brain memory. You can do it. All right. Oh, okay. Come on. This one we actually do in 90%. Easy puzzle. And then here... Normally we go down, but we don't have to because we continue this way. Yes. And then right, down. Come on, Brian, you can do this. You can do it. Yep. And then into the back of Thingy's house. Futon. Right. Yeah. Go. And our team is Edgar, Cyan, Sabin, Guy, Paracellas. Edgar to front row. Edgar's in the front row. Pretty weird. Why does it say the front row Edgar? When did Edgar go in the back row? I don't know if he did. Did he go in the back row? Let me just check for row. Row. Everyone back row. So that's after Rizapass. Sabin front row. Edgar front row. So Edgar goes to the front row before Ultros 1. And then everyone goes into the back row after Rizapass. But Edgar's not there. That's Cyan and Sabin because Edgar's gone for whatever reason. So he's in the front row. This is a non-menu. Though Sabin with the double earrings, I believe in that. Then we've got Kafka. Lovely. Okay. Exercise. Horrible. I'm sorry, what? Disagree? Thank you, video game. Hoorah! Alright. Lock, Cyan, Sabin, something. Edgar, Sabin, Lock, Cyan, lovely. Loot the elixir. Loot the whole shack. Make sure there isn't anything secret here, because this is all we get in any percent, so I just want to make sure there aren't. Yep, cool. Figaro. Same path as before, which I'm going to botch because of so fasty reasons. Alright, so first thing is buying in the right place. So sell peace ring. Hyper wrist ×2. Wall ring. For AG. Okay, we buy from the left shop first. I'm a fool. Four tinctures. 6 tincture plus 3 elixirs for World of Balance. 24 Revivify. 6 Phoenix Down. Drill. Flash. Coliseum Man's House. So I'm assuming Lindgren? Perhaps. Possibly. Pretty sure Kalingren. Alright. Now, Coliseum Man's House. Are you the Coliseum Man's House? Nope. Coliseum. Okay, this is like super. Yeah, this is any percent stuff. We go into the. This here is Coliseum Man's House. Just straight up any percent. We get the hero ring from here. Good guess. Was a guess. Earrings and hero ring. Lock. Running shoes. Sprint shoes. Loctimum. Everyone back row. Which just means Edgar back row. By Yokobo. is the way you leave there where you don't accidentally... Oh, the parcel arrived for me? Yes. Would you like to see my haul? The answer is definitely no, but I'm going to show you anyway. So I decided I would give myself some comfort things to improve quality of life. No. To a degree. This I'm curious about. This might be the most inconsequential thing I ever buy in my life. So this goes between the car seat and the middle console. I don't know if it'll be any good. I don't know if it'll fit. But it's got a slot where things can fall into. But I will... feed back and see if I don't drop anything. Between the seat and the console. This is one, like, I was talking to my parents about, and I was like, it is really annoying when you drop something in the middle of in between the seats. It is very annoying. And then I feel like if you have kids or something, it's way more likely to happen. Speaking of, little cover for your seatbelt to make it more comfy. It's just like a couple of quid, and I was like, yeah, you know, that might be nice. But this, aroma diffuser, rain and cloud humidifier. This I'm really curious about. So I do love wellness. I love meditation. I love mobility. I love my sage burning. So this I'm curious about. Oh, Ludrin, thank you so much for 30 months. Hello, hello. So I do actually want to try this out now and see the impact. If I have the greatest night's sleep I ever have tonight, you'll know why. Now, what batteries does it need? What is this for? Oh man, that's right. Tomorrow, daylight savings. I forgot. Okay, AAA. I think I have AAAs. All right, what does the manual say? Button 1. Light color will automatically cycle through the color options. Single press, choose one color. Light by cycling through all 7. Or turn light off. Press button 3 seconds to activate breathing light. Single press, turn device on off. 3 seconds to activate 5-hour setting. 3 seconds to cancel timer. Double press to turn off the light of the keys. The white breathing light on the key will be activated when the device is under timer settings. Button 3. Rain and mist will be on when the device is turned on. Single press button to adjust rain volume setting. Heavy rain, light rain, no rain. The white breathing light will be activated when it's in. Press 3 seconds to adjust mist mode. First 3 seconds, mist will stay inside of the tank. Mist will overflow when mist tank is full. Second 3 seconds, low mist spray. Third, no mist. Oh, this is a cleaning? This is to clean with? Do not connect or disconnect the power adapter with wet hands. Seems obvious. Make sure charging port and the charging wire dry. Okay. Frequently asked questions. Why not provide an adapter? In consideration of environmental protection, the product does not provide an adapter. That's funny. So now I need to see if I've got a USB adapter. So we've got the power supply, which is great. Oh no, we don't have the power supply. We've got the lead. I think I might have one in my school bag. Okay, technically I do. Technically I don't. So this is a USB-C to USB-C. I do have the USB-C lead for it, so I'll just use this for now. If I remember correctly, all my USB adapters are being used to power the camera. Okay, let's set up. I don't know what this is for though. This is something that came with it, and I don't know what this is. Oh, is this just to set it on maybe? Hey, Psych, how's it going? It's so cute. It is rain dropping also. How do I get it in frame? I don't get it in frame is the answer. It's just not going to be in frame. I just need to be as far to the edge as possible, I guess. I am about my little mushroom. Yes, I think this will do a good job. It is quite quiet. But for ambiance, good stuff. I like it, I like it, I like it. Yep. Well, we'll see. I'll report back on how the night goes. Right. Let's buy a chocobo. Bum 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 bum. Right. Zozo. Daddy Luma. Do 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 do. Yeah, do 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 do. All right. Okay, good fight. Do 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 do. It doesn't say anything about getting another tincture. No, I know I need another tincture. Because it's where are my tinctures? We need 6 for the sketch glitch. I know there's one here. Don't know why I don't get it. But I know I also had enough for the run last time. So there's no reason to panic. So the tincture is here at the top of the stairs. But I shall resist. I also don't get the fire knuckle, which I'm also like super weird about. But it's okay. Trust the process. But I am almost, that's whatever. Just ignore it, ignore it, ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. Just play the game. And believe. It's right there. Why would we not get the fire knuckle? In fact, the run that I'm watching is about to get. It's literally at Dadaluma now. I'm going to watch him. Because like in my head, I also do not get the idea of not doing revenge tech on Dadaluma. He gets the fire knuckle in the video. Okay. He doesn't equip it? What? Oh, loot fire knuckle. I can't read. Fire knuckle. Thank you. But it is, however, true that it doesn't get equipped for Dadaluma. Me too. What's up, photographs? Yeah, really, really love 6. It's just a really fun game to play, honestly. Ulti 2. Uncle Ulti. Ulti. All right. Zero is at the Greek place in Norway. Awesome. Happy birthday to you. Very cool. It is my youngest nephew's birthday today. So a jovial birthday to the pair of you. I would not want to take the spotlight from one to another, of course. Got him. Running shoes. Oh, maybe talk to Tara, see how she is. I don't know. Can I get my keyboard to pick up the microphone? Can I plug it in is another question. All right. The answer is like a hard no. It's so not designed for this. If you heard it, you're welcome and happy birthday. If you didn't, well, you didn't. But still have a happy birthday, of course. Cool. I can plug it in via USB another time and do it properly. But that's what I was able to do. With the time and resources I had as they were. Anyhows. Cool. All right. Here we go. Dum dum dum. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So Ramu, Stray, and Siren. Nope. Siren. Cool. Dum dum dum. Dum 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 bum bum. Bum boo da ba da ba doo ba da ba da ba doo da doo 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 doo. All right, party. Salah, Sabin, Lock, Edgar. Sabin, Lock, Edgar. Cool. And Tourist Trap Beach Town, getting them not legally distinct. Hey, you don't need legal distinction anymore. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot to put the music back up. Yeah, it's out of Happy Birthday is out of copyright now, isn't it? Having said that, I mean, like a fun, exciting version is always cute. Oh, that's not Siren. That is Siren. Sabin, Stray. Edgar, Ramen. Sabin, Genji, Atlas. Back row. If really Salah's back row. Hello. Thank you for 10 months, Fullcraft. It's over 9. Yeah, I've never been serenaded in Greek either. But I'm down for it. For sure. Birthday Sambuca, hit a bar nearby. There's a birthday bucket. That sounds charming and delightful. I have no idea. I don't even think, did I do anything for my birthday? I don't even remember. Does anyone remember? I streamed, didn't I? I'm sure I streamed, but I don't remember anything about it. One liter Long Island. Yeesh. It's just a lot of stuff, isn't it? But, you know, gotta treat yourself. You gotta enjoy these things. It's good for you. It's healthy to enjoy oneself periodically. Forgotten the thing we used to kill the undead things at that bit in the video game later on. Very useful information, I know. I just wrote Ultros Money instead of Ultros 4. Okay, that's that. That. Everything else is pretty much, yeah, moot. Don't really get any value out of using my other notes anymore. So back to where we are in the actual thing. Sab in front row. Jadur. Smoke bombs left. Buy a white dress, buy a chocobo, but also advance the video game. So we speak to this guy from above, we speak to the letter from below, and we're good to go. Or you could just miss everything, also fine. All right. Setzer. No. If I were an arm, so it's literally at the start. Okay. Cool. White dress. Chocobo. Opera House. All right. Here we go. Me, Mario. Is it time to sing? The West and East. We're waging war. Such a slow-paced thing. It's great, though. Draco, the West's great hero. Don't know why he's got an accent, but he does. Thinks of his love. Hey, Lavari, how's it going? Is she safe? Is she waiting? Skip. Blah, 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 blah. Stuff, etc., etc. La, 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 la. Prince Rolls of the East took her hand by force, but she was willing for her lover Echo. Come Maria, dance with me, follow my lead. Ha 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 ha.
We must part now. My life goes on, but my heart will give you all. Ere I walk away, let me hear you say, meant as much to you. Oh, gently, you touched my heart. I will be forever yours. Come what may, I won't age a day. I'll wait for you always.
Prince Roltz is looking for a dance partner. Our kingdom is adopting the spirit of the East. Uncle Ulti? The survivors of the West attack! Impossible! Attack! Wait!
I've waited for so long, I knew you'd come.
Maria, I will finally have to become my queen. It's a duel. But how may we disrupt the opera? With that? Let's see if Maria can shrug this off. Gah! This is heavier than I thought. It'll take me 5 minutes to drop it. We haven't a second to lose. Talk to the man in the room to the far right. He'll help you get up there. It's as good as done. We need to fight 5 rats compared to the 3 in any percent. Actually doing this with speed up is a little risky on time, but we should be fine. I think last time I had like 30 seconds before the Ultros fight. But also I got really, really good rat placement this time. Nice. Oh, that's 5, right? Yeah, there aren't any others. Let's do it. Do I need to heal? I did fight them all, yeah? There aren't any more hiding. Oh, there's another one. Not on my watch. Oh, here we go. You rats. Hunga. Disaster! If the 2 heroes are flattened, the opera's over. Who'll win the girl? Neither Draco nor Routes will save C. Elle, the world's premier adventurer, will save her. What awful acting. Silence, you are the presence of Octopus royalty. A lowborn thug like you could never defeat me. Why have I become Kaiba? Seto Kaiba? Well, might as well make the most of it. Music! Yes. What an unlucky day. Adios. Ta-da. Just a darn minute. What a performance. I'm a man of my word, music man. That's him? What a reversal! I think she's Elle's new queen. Maria's instead now by sea. What fate lies in store for her? Stay tuned for part 2. Clapper, 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 clapper. Right, jolly good. card games on motorcycle. Magitech Factory. Refreshment. 5 warp stones. And 11 smoke bombs. Sellers, double earrings. Oh yeah. I was like, the music seems a bit loud, and I was like, I forgot. Oh, I usually don't even have game music on. Like, my brain was like, why? Everything was just felt weird for some reason. Mega's hot white dress, back row, Edgar party leader. All good. Just making sure. Cool. And then yeah, my brain just like stopped because I switched to it for the opera. All right, so vector. But as it is that time of the day for me to call it for the night. So I'll leave you the delightful sounds of the Magitech factory. I'll tell you, we'll run to Ifrit and Shiva, but we'll fight them tomorrow. Clearly someone else was in need of the brain cell. This should be the Thunderblade. Good. And then continue here. Bless me. Eavesdrop on Kafka. And then it's Ifrit and Shiva. Shivu. Then I can go safety save. But I also have Salas, so we can actually heal, which is huge. Because in 90%, we don't have Salas. No, we do have Salas? I don't remember. Is she Kutan, though? Anyway, there's something. Here we go. All right. Who's got slow? I just need to check something very quickly. Yeah, I thought it was locked. Sabin Pommel. Edgar. Flash. And then Salas. Ice. So in In the actual all bosses run that Sabin has, he doesn't get to the Shiva phase. It's a really tricky one. There are lots of options. Shiva's got less health than Ifrit, but Salaz has got ice magic, so like in theory, it is easier just to do this. Because the thing is, like, Ifrit's not going to counter because I'm not doing physical attacks. I don't think, anyway. I'm pretty sure that's the trigger is a physical attack. So I don't know, really, like... Because what you could do is attack 5 times, trigger Shiva, and then you would want to attack 5 times and trigger Ifrit again. But also, Shiva does show up at the end if you beat them, so... Like... It's once again, as with everything, it's messy, it's clumsy. You know? Actually, I don't know if I actually have to talk to Ifrit. I think I can just talk to Shiva. Okay, no, you do have to talk to Ifrit first. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. Well, the really tricky thing is that you can't beat both of them. Like you take what you do, you take the health points of one of them down, and that's how it ends. So, you know, it's pick your poison kind of thing. So you can encounter them both, but you are gonna shift back around to Ifrit to beat the fight, I think. But I don't know. So we talked about that. Liquid Flame counts as one enemy, but has different forms. They're not counted as phases. So I can't remember who it was, and I'm very sorry, but they brought up a really good point, which is in the modern versions of Final Fantasy, there are bestiaries that aren't in the originals for the older versions. And Liquid Flame is one bestiary entry in 5. Because we talked about in 6 Balnab and Balnab Z. No, sorry, in 4 Balnab, Balnab Z. So in the Dr. Luge fight, you've got Dr. Luge and Balnab. And then if you kill Dr. Luge, Balnab doesn't turn into Balnab Z. But if you don't kill Dr. Luge, Balnab dies, turns into Balnab Z when he fuses with Dr. Luge. But they all kind of separate things, so it's that kind of... bleh. So I don't know is the answer. But fortunately, all of the options work. So no matter what, it's all good. All right, what are we looking at here? Sleep. Yeah, Napta's going to be rad. I'm super stoked for that. So it's Sleep, Aurabolt, Ice, Flash. Ooh, Steel. Yep. Okay, so block, unicorn. Thanks for the raid, Zero. How's it going? Edgar, Phantom, Sabin, Shote, Sabin party leader, Earring. Thank you very much indeed. All right, we'll do up until Cranes and we'll call it there. Technically, I would have called it, but don't worry about it. What were you up to on 2 today? I also should check that Sabin's got Imp. Which he does. Outstanding. Very good. Wahoo! Yeah, Mysidia Tower is like can be rough. I don't know how rough it is for you though. For us, it really comes down to like preemptives, back attacks, the usual. Yeah, congrats on that PB, I assume. That's really good. I mean, the cool thing about 280% is the records are all very similar. They're all in like the low 2 hours, which is very cool. Unless there's some other version I haven't seen. Oh, that's right. You have to fight things as well. I keep forgetting you play a video game where you actually have to interact with enemies. That must be horrible for you. All right, I'm just going to check this fight to see if I've missed anything on it. Check it. Right, who's got choked? Sabin's got choked. Yeah. So in any percent, we use Madawan. But for whatever reason, we're using choked. Choked and slow? Okay. And then drill. Horrible. And then I think it's orbital drill from here on out. Yep. Multi-target confused out of 3 characters. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. That does sound rough. Alright, choked. Demon. Word. Thunder Gigas fight is the worst fight by far. Same in Nintendo. Oh, it sounds like a really rough dungeon, man. Cool. It's great. Yeah, strats, am I right? We love them. Because they always work. Alright. For rock and roll. Echo screen. Oh, poppycock. Okay, we're fine. We're fine? We're fine. Joker Doom. Booyakasha. I think, Zero, if I remember correctly, you do both, don't you? You've done Pixel Remaster and Super Nintendo. I need to get my story triggers for the Asper world. Talk to this guy, maybe? Nope. Talk to Madonna? Yes. Insta baby. Well, I am just really glad that I have not regretted learning the original versions of everything. You're welcome, Photograph. Have a great night. Happy birthday, and may you feel glorious in the day after. And by that I mean tomorrow. Why don't I just go up? Wait, I was meant to choose my party. Why did I choose no in the first one? Oh. Okay. So we'll go down here and switch the party out then. Sarah, unlock. Put those not in your party. Sarah, Asper, Stray, Optimize, Magus hat, earring, running shoes. Back row. We're already in the back row. Marsh. Like here or something? Cutscene with Bannon. Loot the elixir. Sealed cave. Sarah unlock level 16. Sarah's imp needs to be 65 minimum. No, this is where I remember. Oh, it's Revivify is the item. There we go. Couldn't remember what the item was that we kill everything with. Only level 12. Ugh. Chaka, unka, chaka, unka, chaka, unka, unka. All right, so let's do we check. Level 15, imp's at 40, and we need imp to be 65. We're nearly there. We're also on like the last screen, so I don't know how we're supposed to. I guess we'll just farm. $65. Woohoo! All right, let's go. Oit. Okay. Wait, no, that's right. 15 smoke bombs. Ooh, I'm definitely low on smoke bombs. Double earrings. Hero rings. Sprint shoes. Away we go. Why can't I find the chocobo vendor? chocobo guy? Here is it not? Yeah, it's definitely in this forest, right? Oh, I'm an idiot. It's literally in the notes. It's right here. There's literally a picture in the notes. I am a fool. Right, it's to Vector. I think I'm going to do a big do-over on my notes. So I do. I think I am going to move them to either like Microsoft Word, Google Docs, you know, that kind of thing. And do like maybe tables and pictures and things. Because there are a few where the pictures make a difference. Like I think some of my favorite are the 5 notes. Like these are Zinfogels. But these are what I and I'm sure many other people use. Right? So you've got steps in a certain color. You've got your maps. You go here, like the stop, fight in red, what you do, character name. Everything's numbered by area. This is still very minimal. But then, you know, you leave. Here are your extra steps. Very nicely color coordinated. Earthquake scene, fight the goblins. 32 steps. So after the earthquake, you go up and down between these 2 spots 2 times. You do a half step on this tile. Menuing in blue. Pirate's Cave. Same again. Extra steps. Encounter tiles. Red for an encounter. Movement. Blue for extra steps to do encounter skips. Invisible tile. Fight. Menu. All that's all good stuff. And then whenever it comes to half steps and pauses got a green square. Half step doesn't. So half step here. Menu. So like normal pause, item. Like this works really well. The difficult thing I have for like things like FF1 where I don't have the maps, like you get this is what it is. Like movement, fight, movement, fight, movement, fight, movement, fight. And this works just fine. And because there's no dash, you don't lose time on it. Like if one Nintendo had a dash, this would not work. Like add a dash and step wouldn't work. Like FF2, same deal. And then FF3, because all my FF3 notes are maps, which hang on, let me pull up. So this is how I run 3. So I have my notes here. So this tells you what I'm doing, and then these are my maps. So purple means you fight on that tile. The black is obviously where you go. Red means that you do a heal on that tile to skip the next one. So go in. There you go. Skip, movement. And this is the whole run. Except for world map tiles, but that's just like they weren't hard to learn. Like, but then I have some other extra cues here for like in this bit to skip fights. Where to land. So little bits like this. So if I could put these in the same document, you see all this dead space on the right where the white is, that's where the text can go. So there really isn't a reason for me to have to go, right, map, there. Okay, map. So like this is If anyone hasn't seen me run FF3 in person, this is what it looks like when I run the game. And I do exactly the same for FF4. FF4, this is me speedrunning FF4. That's just what it is. So for like, that is like, if you've got 2 or 3 monitors, does the job great. It's really not that difficult to get the hang of, but if I was trying to run off a laptop, so like I'm playing on a console or system, and then I'm using like a tablet for notes, doesn't work. So yeah, I think I'm definitely in the business of a redo. I have some things that are higher priority for now, like for the stream and stuff like that, but we'll get to those when we get to those. All right. Well, anyhow, going to call it for tonight. Gonna get some rest, and then I'll be back tomorrow to finish this. And then, I mean, the difficult thing about 6 is that yes, we're going to finish it tomorrow. The bad or downside or iffy bit is that you're going to see me get lost in dungeons, and you're going to see me. Well, I'm going to be watching the VOD reference, so 6 is going to take an amount of additional practice. For me to actually like learn the run, which I haven't come across in the others, mostly because I have maps. Exclusively because I have maps. They make life much easier. Much easier. Anyway, right. Who's on at this fine time of night? Oh! So Rico. Well, I think we should raid Reek. It would just be for a couple of dungeons. For 6 is what it would be. So the thing is, like, once we get out of any % territory, I'm screwed. So Tamasa, fine. Narsh overworld, fine. Floating continent's not that difficult to navigate. So yeah, you know, I could get that. Figaro Castle, whatever. But then, like, the dungeon bit, Daryl's Tomb, no idea. Navigating Narsh to get Tritalk and Umaro, whatever. Mount Zozo, don't know. Cave of the Veld, whatever. Iser's Mansion, nope. Mobliz, fine. Opera House, yeah. Ebots Rock, no idea. Phoenix Cave, no idea. Ancient Castle, nope. Doma Castle, nope. Kafka's Tower, nope. Still no, honestly. Like, but again, like the biggie is that I would rather follow a video for dungeons and go slow than, I would rather follow a video, do dungeon slow, and have all of the notes done and have all of the routes like ready where I've gone through them all, than spend a bit more time in 6 to to get the map so I save time there and not have like something in 15 done or not have something in 13 done, because I know they're going to take more time than the others. Like, that's the difficult one. You know, things are going to, like, you know, things will start unraveling at the latest from 12 onwards. So, you know, we want to capitalize on that, because we all know what happened last time, or at least some of us know what happened last time. But anyway. Exactly. So I want them all to be. What's up, Killian? Good to see you. I want everything to be in a place where I want everything to be in a place where I know I'm going to get through the run without significant issues. But there we go. Right. Yeah, like I really want to just freestyle 16. Like I think there's the value. Like I definitely want to, if I can, practice 12 and 13. 15 would be great. Yeah, 12, 13, 15 would be really, really good to just get even a little bit more familiar. Like do a run of each because they're so long. 16, I am super down to be like, shall we just freestyle 16? Like that's what I'm feeling, kind of thing. Where it's like, by the time we get to 16, should we just play the game and just do an all hunts playthrough kind of thing? But we shall see. And then, but also, like, again, getting to the end game in something like this is a win in and of itself. So, all cool. Right. Raid and Reek doing happy fun times with sleeping dogs. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's a celebration. It doesn't, like, at that point, the race is kind of, well, it's not done, but I reckon this year will be even better than last year. And then by the time we get to the next one, I would like to think that we'll have a rhythm and idea, and we can start pushing not just the event actually running all the way through, but starting to elevate the experience. But yeah, grid's going to start in a second. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Take care of yourselves. I will see you all tomorrow to finish FF6, and then we will be moving on to FF7 next week and week after holidays. So yeah, enjoy. Take it easy. All the best. See you later. Bye-bye.